The Warriors are reeling from a devastating injury to Moses Moody, just as the playoff race heats up. Plus, the Brooklyn Nets are in a nosedive, and we've got the full breakdown. We're diving deep into what this all means for Golden State's playoff hopes and the Nets' desperate search for a win. You do not want to miss this, so stick around and hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Golden State Warriors' playoff hopes dimmed by Moses Moody's cruel injury. The Golden State Warriors secured a vital overtime victory against the Dallas Mavericks, but the celebration was short-lived as a devastating non-contact knee injury to Moses Moody cast a dark cloud over the win. The 23-year-old wing collapsed late in the game, requiring a stretcher, leaving coach Steve Kerr to describe the scene as "sure looked bad." This setback comes just as Moody had returned from a 10-game absence due to a wrist sprain and was finding his rhythm, delivering a season-high 23 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks, showcasing his increasing importance to the team's rotation. His absence is particularly impactful given the Warriors' ongoing struggles with injuries, including Jimmy Butler's season-ending ACL tear and Stephen Curry's persistent knee issues. Moody's emergence as a consistent 40% three-point shooter and a strong defender had provided much-needed stability. While Golden State holds a comfortable 9-game lead over the 11th-place Pelicans, guaranteeing at least a play-in tournament spot, the race for seeding remains incredibly tight. The Warriors face a challenging remaining schedule, including matchups against the Nuggets, Cavaliers, Rockets, and crucial games against the Kings, Lakers, and Clippers, where every game could determine home court advantage. Moody's all-around game, from scoring to defense and creating extra possessions, has been critical, and his absence will force greater reliance on younger players like Will Richard, intensifying the burden on the core group. This injury underscores the precariousness of the Warriors' season, where maintaining position is less the challenge than proving they can still build momentum without a key contributor in these final 10 games. But this isn't just about one player's bad luck, it's about a team's entire season being defined by it. Up next, we break down why one analyst is calling the Warriors' season truly cursed. Warriors' season declared cursed after Moses Moody's gruesome injury. One analyst has declared the Golden State Warriors' season officially cursed, following the horrific knee injury sustained by Moses Moody in their overtime win against the Dallas Mavericks. The sentiment is that the basketball gods have delivered a final, undeniable message, urging the team to concede the rest of their schedule. Moody, who had just returned from a wrist injury and was having a stellar game with 23 points and tenacious defense, went down on a breakaway dunk attempt. The injury was so severe that it was immediately recognizable, with commentators speculating it could be a torn patella tendon, an injury suffered by former player Kelena Azubioik. While acknowledging the severity of the injury in the grand scheme of life is minor, within the context of the NBA season, it's viewed as a tragic blow. The article highlights that Moody, at 23, is not an aging player pushing his limits, but a young talent whose season was cut short on what should have been a highlight moment. This incident is seen as the latest in a string of bad luck for the Warriors, who are already dealing with Stephen Curry's knee issues and Jimmy Butler's season-ending injury. The piece advocates for the team to essentially pack it in, calling the season lost and suggesting they protect remaining players from further collateral damage. It implies that nothing good will come from the final regular season games or any potential play-in tournament appearance, urging a focus on avoiding further injuries rather than chasing wins. But what does this mean for their immediate future and upcoming games? Next, we've got the betting lines and injury reports for the Nets vs. Warriors showdown. Brooklyn Nets seek to end 8-game losing streak against struggling Warriors. The Brooklyn Nets, currently mired in an 8-game losing streak, are set to face the Golden State Warriors in San Francisco. Brooklyn sits at 13th in the Eastern Conference with a 17-55 record, while the Warriors are clinging to 10th place in the Western Conference at 34-38. The Nets have struggled significantly on the road, holding an 8-29 record away from home, and are prone to turnovers, averaging 15.3 per game. In contrast, the Warriors have a respectable 19-15 record at home, often winning when they control the turnover battle. Historically, the Warriors average 115.1 points per game, slightly less than the 115.8 points the Nets concede. Brooklyn tends to make more three-pointers per game than Golden State allows. The last time these two teams met on December 30th, the Warriors secured a 121-7 victory, with Stephen Curry leading the charge with 27 points. For the Warriors, Brandon Podziemski has been a key performer, averaging 12.9 points. On the Nets side, Nick Claxton contributes significantly with 11.8 points and 7 rebounds per game. Both teams have struggled in their last 10 games with identical 2-8 records. However, the Warriors are currently battling a significant injury crisis, with Jimmy Butler, Seth Curry, Al Horford, and Stephen Curry all listed as out. The Nets also have several players sidelined, including Noah Clowney, Terrence Mann, Danny Wolf, Igor Demon, Daron Sharp, Michael Porter Jr., and Drake Powell, impacting both teams' ability to field a full-strength squad. With so many key players out, can the Nets capitalize on the Warriors' woes? Coming up, we break down exactly what Moody's injury means for Golden State's depth and strategy. Warriors' depth tested after Moses Moody's latest injury blow. Another tough break has hit the Golden State Warriors, with Moses Moody suffering a non-contact knee injury during overtime against the Dallas Mavericks, adding to an already injury-plagued season. This setback occurred just as Moody was regaining form, playing 34 minutes and contributing 23 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Non-contact knee injuries are particularly concerning in the NBA due to their potential severity, and Moody had to be helped off the court, leaving his immediate future uncertain. This uncertainty places the Warriors in a precarious position, especially given their existing roster instability. Moody had recently stepped into a larger role, proving to be a reliable two-way player, a contribution that is now difficult to replace. If Moody is sidelined, Golden State will likely need to rely more heavily on its bench depth and make rapid adjustments to its rotations. The front office might even consider short-term roster moves if the injury proves significant. Beyond the tactical implications, this situation underscores a persistent issue for the Warriors: a lack of consistency in their lineup due to ongoing injuries. Moody's injury is not an isolated incident, but rather a symptom of the team's fragile structure. The focus now shifts to the medical updates, leaving the Warriors and their fanbase in a state of anxious, waiting for clarity at a critical juncture of the season. So, how does this ripple effect impact their playoff seeding and overall chances? Stick around as we break down the full implications and give you our final predictions. We've covered the Warriors' injury woes with Moses Moody, the dire situation for the Brooklyn Nets, and the tough matchup between them. It's been a whirlwind of news, so make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell on so you don't miss a single update. Leave a comment below telling us your thoughts on Moody's injury and the Warriors' playoff chances. And be sure to follow us on all social media platforms for more exclusive content.